And we are live! Hello everyone and welcome to Metanoia Reports. It's Di here and I have a stepping co-host. So say hello to Gliss. Gliss, say hello to everyone.
I'm Gliss Tashino, everyone.
Gliss was so nice and she came on. Gliss was so nice and she came on.
I feel so honored to be here.
And we have Team Mantis. Yes, it's so great to have you here. And I promise you all, I will announce the giveaway winner at the very end of the show. I promise you all, I owe you guys that because I've been really bad about it, so I promise you guys I will do it. But tonight on we have Team Manticore, and they'll be talking to us about their comic books. I don't know why I'm doing this.
Hello, Internet.
So do you guys want to tell us a bit about yourselves?
We're a husband and wife team. We're both doing our own projects, and then as we got together, we realized that we should just probably put our effort, combine it, and do it as one thing instead of like competing.
So we got business married, and then regular married.
Yep. So we formed a company, and through that we fund all our projects. Right now, Rowyn's comic is Oh Hell Donna. She has her Volume 1 out. Volume 2 is posting. It's going to be a 3-volume set. It's about a dead girl with powers saving the world. You could probably give a better description.
I can't. Even the back of it, I wound up saying, like, I don't know, demon ghost something. I called her demon ghost something.
Yeah.
So I don't know what book is that.
So, I do a non sequitur webcomic featuring philosophy, politics, and a potato. It's called Unmedicated. Volume 1 is out. It encompasses every comic I drew previous to 2013, and the annuals will be coming out soon because I have a large backlog of comics that aren't in book form yet.
Me too. We've done many things.
Oh!
I know.
Did we lost my...
Oh no, she's gone!
It's up to you now.
Oh, this is my first one. I don't know what to do.
Oh, now you're the host.
Yeah.
Oh.
Feel the power.
It's like Highlander. There can only be one.
It's cool. It's cool. You were gonna throw questions at us, so we can. I think she has the link to get that.
Just throw them at here.
So, or we can
what
just.
got you into comics to begin with?
What got us into comics?
Oh, you tell.
My parents. My mother, it didn't matter what gruesome, awful thing I was drawing. She was like, oh, this is great, honey. Put it on the fridge. And my father, I didn't sleep very well as a kid, and apparently my father didn't either. So I'd go downstairs in the middle of the night and he was up watching, like, the classic horror movies, the Universal horror movies from, like, the 30s and 40s. And that's probably where the art came from, really. And on top of that, he had a tendency... My father loves comic books. He does not take care of them. So he'd read them and then toss them on the floor. And so me, at like 3 years old, I'd go into his bedroom, my parents' bedroom, and I'd pick them off the floor and start reading them. And Dad didn't know the difference in terms of like Marvel versus DC versus Dark Horse, whatever. A superhero is a superhero. And so...
Do you don't have a favorite?
Like I have many favorites, but in terms of the publishing house, now...
Brand loyalty is your thing. You care more about the character.
Because Marvel and DC are not creator-owned, so it really depends. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not, and it depends on the year and all that. So yeah, my father and my mother together is how I got into comic books and into horror stuff, and so I wound up making horror comic books. It's not really horror, but there's horror elements and romance. And you?
Sounds cool.
Comics like the comics I do, I was always a big fan of Gary Larson and Bill Watterson. I loved the Far Side collections and Calvin and Hobbes, and I liked how they stuck in bigger ideas than you would typically think could be expressed in the space.
Like the T-Rex and...
Well, Watterson was amazing at capturing just like what happens within the minds of children. Like your imagination's so vivid, and he did great with that with the the T-Rex and the space planets. They were always so vividly detailed, whereas the world typically was pretty simple, a couple of lines. So,
Really black and white.
and Larson was great about putting big ideas in a single panel. There was a lot that was expressed very simply, and I think those are my best comics, is when I can express a big idea simply.
I am really sorry, everyone. The screen is starting to pop up, and I have a new error, and it said my computer went to sleep, even though my computer clearly did not go to sleep. So, thank you, Gliss, for keeping everything under control, because everything was kept under control.
Aww,
And I'm really sorry, everyone. That was really...
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
So now I have something else to complain about, to cleaning up.
So, how'd you come up with your characters?
Donna and Todd, the two main characters of mine, I had originally drawn... I don't think I was even in high school yet. I think it was pre the year 2000. That's how old I am. And I loved the characters, but I didn't really know what I was doing with them yet, so I kind of put them away for many, many years. But Donna was terrible. She was many, many piercings, many, many pins through her face, and she was just excessive. So she slowly developed over time to go the hell out.
Like most characters do.
Yeah, they developed, you know. So a lot of the characters in Oh Donna were other things of mine. And then, although one character, Zippy, I'm gonna find him.
What can I say about your characters is that... Oh, you found him immediately, so...
Zippy, he was in a nightmare. I had a really disturbing nightmare, and so I drew him, and now he's a pet.
He's a face on a hand.
He's just a forearm,
Yeah.
and he's horrible.
Well, all your characters exist within the same world, too. You do like a Stephen King sort of thing with Cornsbrook, because your first comic, Deadray, was in Cornsbrook, and you have a whole bunch of characters from there, Stephen Stitches, you have to give the guy who's calendar.
Morgan.
Morgan Barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
simple creature.
you do a shared universe. No, it's not a simple. The shared universe is like a huge universe. You keep all those plot threads in line.
We're gonna do a big Escape from Cornsbrook.
Yes.
He's gonna do it.
Well, you're going to design it. I just have to program it. So
Put it together.
you draw the pictures and then go, why doesn't it work? That's.
I was gonna say I'm nicer than that, but I'm not.
That's in the future. We've done a proof of concept, but we have a lot of projects on our plate.
Yeah. And you had an autobiographical work before this.
Yes. I started with a comic called Future Leaders of the World, which I did from college to, I think, 2008.
Probably.
It was semi-autobiographical, and then my life got boring, so I started just doing, like, zombies and talking cats and sentient robots.
Trying to spice things up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's, well, no, you have to, like, at that point I was living in New York City, and I was working 2 or 3 jobs, so my life was kind of like work-sleep.
Oh, that's horrible.
So drawing that comic was my escape, and then I just decided to start drawing, like, ideas that didn't fit in Future Leaders of the World, even with the craziness that was going on. I just started doing those as a separate comic.
A little more non sequitur, and that's the birth of this.
Yep.
Okay.
That's cool.
So I have to ask you guys,
Go ahead.
okay, thanks. I just want to make sure it's okay with you guys. I want to ask you guys, like, is it all, like, do you guys, if Gliss hasn't already asked you guys, is this all, like, all web-based, or do you guys, like, go to conventions and it's, like, all, like, you know, specialized comics, like, oh, you can't get it anywhere except at the comic book shows?
Yes. Because right now, Oh Hell Donna is very slowly posting, but the books don't exist before it gets posted. And eventually there's going to be Ugly Fishes, the next project of mine. And I'm going to have a little bit online, the rest you can only get physical. So, yes. Some of it's online.
So people have to keep in contact with like all your stuff in order to definitely get the full access to it.
Well, we're doing it sort of in reverse, because a lot of webcomics, they put out like a year's worth and then they do a collection. But since the comics are already done and they're just posting on a schedule, we're doing the collection, and then so if you want to read it now, you can buy the book, or if you want to wait a year, you can read it.
Which wasn't the plan. We were gonna do it the other way, but I didn't realize how quickly I was going to do Ohel. I also thought it would be a much smaller thing, and then it kept going. So, whoops, I comicked.
Whoops.
So, yes.
Mine are done the other way. You
Can I ask guys?
She froze.
Ever killed off a main character? Have killed off a main character.
What?
We missed the middle of the question, I think.
I think she asked, did you ever kill off a main character?
Yes, have you guys ever killed off a main character?
Well,
and how does it feel to kill off the main character?
What?
We keep missing the question.
Oh.
Something about killing the main character.
Have you ever killed off a main character?
Have you guys ever killed a main character?
Well, technically, in Ohel Donna, most of the characters are already dead. And then there's flashbacks to show how it all happened. So that's sort of cheating for me.
It's a yes and a no.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's not the end of the story.
Yeah.
There's more.
Well, okay.
I've killed off main characters.
In a story coming up, I'm absolutely killing off all kinds of people. In perfect ways. That's so cute.
No, I didn't kill him. No, in Future Leaders of the World, it was about me and my friends who were also my roommates, and one of them moved out, so I removed him from the comic. But he wasn't dead.
So, yes, short answer, yes.
Yeah. It's really if it's appropriate for the story, I'll kill anybody.
That is so aggressive.
Well, character-wise, you shouldn't just do it for shock value or to force an emotional thing. You shouldn't just weeding characters out, but
I know if it serves the purpose of the story.
You should advance something.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see if Chris has any questions.
I've already asked a few.
That's right.
Okay.
I was going to say, because me personally, I'm the type of person, I love to make characters. I kind of do it constantly just for fun. But I don't have the gift of drawing. So,
hire an artist.
Slightly jealous.
Collaborate.
Yeah, we're the kind of people, if someone says, oh, I have an idea, but I just can't do it, our response is going to be no, you can do it. There's a way to do it. If you're creating these characters and you know what situations they are, you're the writer. You might have to find an artist. You might have to find a colorist. If you don't have money to pay professionals, it might take you a while to find someone who's a true collaborator who believes in that vision. But you should, if you have an idea, you should do that.
Oh, I definitely have an idea.
Yeah.
But the way of working is tricky sometimes.
Definitely. But we would say it's worthwhile.
Oh, I believe it.
You okay with?
I'm sorry?
Do you guys have any memorable moments where you guys have metaphor? Do you guys have any memorable moments?
Meeting fans, memorable moments.
That you can think about.
All right, you cut out in the middle. What I heard was, do you have any memorable meeting?
Is that correct?
Is that?
Do you guys have any memorable moments when you guys have ever met a fan? Like, any memorable moments, like, you've met a fan and it was kind of memorable and you will always, like, remember it?
Yes. Yes. I've been at conventions...
You want to share it with us?
I've been at conventions nowhere near here, where someone looks at my work and remembers a comic that I did many, many years ago. That's happened a couple of times, and that's always exciting. But we've also had some, I don't want to call them fans. We've had some experience with con-goers who have responded poorly to certain things.
They weren't aware of our work before. So,
no, they're not fans, but I'm still going to tell the story.
Okay.
Because it's gone in both directions. The first would be a guy looking through Donna, and he says, "Oh yeah, I really like the way you do expressions," and he's staring right at Rob. And so Rob says, "Oh no, it's my wife, it's Rowyn. Rowyn is the artist." And the guy says, "Oh, okay," closes the book and walks away. Because if it was him, that's fine. If it's me, like a little bit of sexism, just a little.
We do get a lot of people assuming that I'm the person who did everything at the table.
Yeah. But it goes the other way around too, because I was once in the bathroom and some girls came over and looked and didn't like the way I'd drawn the cover, and so they're looking at him like he's just this giant jerk.
You draw very sexy ladies, so they were flipping through and looking at me like, "You disgusting pig," drawing these women.
Like,
and I couldn't. They were talking to me, so I couldn't like respond. Actually, my wife drew that. They're just murmuring amongst themselves about how disgusting I am, and I'm just standing there like, "Yep, this is my life."
So if I'm sitting there, the assumption is you, and then that's cool. If I'm not sitting there, you're an ass.
Well, dudes like pretty ladies. So
I can draw pretty ladies.
Yeah, you do draw pretty ladies. I think for me, the fan interaction that always like gives me a tick is when people recite my comics to me.
Like,
well, not even just reading the title. Like they'll say the punchline to something, and after they walk away, I'm always like, "I know, I wrote it."
You are correct. Yes.
Like I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to share that moment and say that thing you did spoke to me and I liked it. But the shorthand in which they express it is a little weird.
It's kind of weird.
It's
kind of weird.
But I appreciate what they're trying. So,
yeah.
You know.
It's good you can deal with the good and the bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Range.
And it's nice how when the bad does come, you're able to laugh it off.
You have to.
Yeah. I don't think we've had any experiences where people have been like malicious about our work. So it's always coming from, they don't, even if it's something that like is criticism that isn't the most constructive, we can take it in the right way, because when you put your work out there, everyone's going to have an opinion on it, and you're always going to like it or agree, but you have to be able to listen.
And criticism can be a very good thing.
Yes. Tough skin.
Depending on how the criticism is put out, criticism can be good a little bit.
Right.
At least that's what I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's also, you also have to realize when it's toxic. When I set out to, we're making a movie which is currently being edited. And when I first set out to do it, I put the word out that I was going to be making a movie, and we were casting, and this person's doing this, and this person's doing that. And I had someone contact me that I hadn't spoken to for years, just to describe to me in detail how I wasn't going to do it.
Yeah. How you were going to fail.
Yeah. You don't know what you're getting into. You're going to fail. You're not good enough to do this. So that person is blocked. Because...
Not constructive.
Yeah. If it was, I have concerns, and here's things you can do to make sure you don't fall into these pitfalls, that's one thing. But if someone's just telling you you're going to fail just so that they feel better that they're not doing anything, you can cut that person out.
I agree. 'Cause even if you do fail, it's the first step to succeeding.
Yes.
Right.
Don't
learn so
get
much from
better
mistakes.
until you try. You have to try.
Right. It's going to become a motivational sort of
Can
thing.
I ask you guys, how did you guys actually meet each other? That's my question.
We're losing it.
Okay.
Do you want to tell the story?
How we met? We had
How you guys met? Yeah, how you guys met? Everyone.
We had interacted sort of at a lot of friends' parties, and I didn't like him, and so he didn't really like me because I was mean to him.
I wanted to like you. You were just always very mean to me.
He was always surrounded by these girls. And
Proof
so
that opposites attract.
I got an impression of him that was untrue.
Partially true.
But, you know, so anytime he was, you know, hitting on me, I assumed he thought I was something that I wasn't.
Yeah.
And I responded.
We ran in the same circles for a while. We were friends of friends. We were aware of each other's work, but didn't necessarily put the face to the work.
I liked his band.
Because I knew Rowyn and I knew Dedre, but it was a while before I knew that Rowyn did Dedre. And I think we'd even been dating for a little while when you picked up my band CD and said, "Wait, you're that Rob?"
Yeah. Yeah, that was weird. I thought it was like 3 different people. And I liked one of them. But,
There was the me you knew in public, there was the guy who did comics, and there was the guy who was in the band.
yeah. But, yeah, so one day we were at a party, and it was after he had come back from New York City and I had come back from New Mexico. We were both really, like, gaunt and unhealthy and miserable. And I grabbed his butt.
Yep.
Like, that's how where our relationship started was...
You just got frisky.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was just, yeah, screw it.
You were at the house where we were playing D&D.
That could have ended really poorly, actually.
It ended fine, though, so it's, you know, it's about the results. You were at the house where we were playing D&D, and you grabbed my butt. And then my excuse to text you was that you were going to redesign a tattoo that I didn't like that still hasn't been redesigned. I'm just going to point out.
It's only
Years
been
later.
like 3 years?
Yeah, you've got
How
time.
many years?
So you're the one on 4 years.
4 years.
4 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's all right.
So that's how.
Yeah.
I grabbed his butt.
That's probably better than the rest story. It's probably better. I don't know. What do you think, Liv?
Yeah.
We probably just could have skipped through while I grabbed his butt. And now we're there.
We weren't going to put that in the invitations, though.
Yeah. You should write a dating book. How to Get a Man. And it's 120 pages. But just on page 2 it just says, grab his butt.
The rest is blank.
Yeah. Grab his butt, and if it works out, then you're welcome.
If it doesn't work out, it wasn't meant to be.
Right. If you grab my butt, you can grab it forever.
There'd be people out there grabbing all kinds of butts.
That should work for Hallmark.
We're gonna give like, you know, incentive.
Disclaimer to anyone watching, don't grab a butt without
Disclaimer to get guys to get boyfriends now.
No, it has to be mutual.
Yeah. Only consenting butts.
Consenting butts.
I shouldn't even be talking. I've never dated.
I wasn't good at it.
Yeah,
for a long time.
don't listen to our advice. Neither one of us is good. No one's
No.
good at dating until they find the person that they want to date forever. Like,
That's right.
everything else ends badly.
Well, I got warned about him, too.
Well, yeah. Rob doesn't date.
Rob doesn't date.
Yeah.
Technically correct. Rob gets married.
I didn't date for years because I didn't have anyone that I wanted to date.
We're disgusting. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You put us on the...
As long as you're happy, you can be you.
So,
I agree with what Chris says. Do you have any questions for this?
I'm sorry?
What
What'd she say?
any questions for this?
If you're gonna pick one superhero, who's your favorite?
Madman. I assume of not ours.
Actually, I like one that's yours and one that's not yours.
Because one that's not mine would be Madman, Mike Howard. I no real reason other than the character is layered because he wears his mask not as a disguise so much as just to feel more confident. And I've always liked that about the character. So Madman would be mine. What yours?
Nightcrawler. Gotta be Nightcrawler. I love the dichotomy between his solemn side and his I'm a hero side. Yeah. Like, I like that switch. Like, there were comics after the X-Men died where he was wallowing, and then there was a girl who gets kidnapped and he switches right back into hero, so... And there are other times where he's a hero and it goes badly and he can switch to somber, and I really like that about the character, like his layers.
And if I'm pretending that Ohaldana is a superhero comic more than just a damned magical girl. Because really, they wound up magical girls in hell. I don't know how that happened. But I don't know who my favorite would be. Probably Rage.
I think Rage.
Rage is fun. She wears her mask.
You're going to have to mention Batman at some point if we're going down the list.
That's true. That's true. Well, I grew up mostly with Batman. There was a lot of Batman due to father. How about you? Did you grow up with anything, right?
Well, Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler was in a team called Excalibur, and they had some really weird adventures. Like, not everyone's aware of it. I'm sure plenty of people are, but I'm pretty sure that anyone that has seen the X-Men movies probably has never read an Excalibur comic, because they had an interdimensional train powered by a dragon.
That's true.
That sounds really cool.
That's true.
It was Sliders meets superheroes.
God.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
And I'll upset people right now. I never understood the appeal of Wolverine, because he was never presented as someone that you should like.
Well, he didn't used to look like Hugh Jackman.
Well, no.
That's
I'm talking about comic book. Like, he's supposed to be a 5-foot-tall, smelly Canadian, and he became everyone's favorite superhero.
Sure.
And I'm just like, why?
It's not wrong.
That's how he's written. He's like he's the guy who just crashes on Xavier's couch and smokes indoors, and everyone's just like, he's my favorite.
Lobo.
Well, Lobo was supposed to be a spoof on Wolverine. It wasn't supposed to be popular.
But it wound up popular.
And
his own thing.
Yeah.
Lobo.
Like
man.
Deadpool, Deadshot. I mean, they borrow a lot from each other, so. Borrow. Yeah, the same artist goes to a different company, creates a guy who's just a color palette swap. Borrowed. Different.
That's our answer.
Okay. Have you guys seen Suicide Squad? And if so, what do you guys think of it?
We still have to. This weekend.
We're seeing it tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to Killer Croc.
Have fun!
He deserves a good on-screen representation.
I'm excited to see some characters.
Actually, I have to say, he probably said my favorite line throughout the movie, because I just saw it last night. He says that he's ugly on the outside, and he literally says, "No, shorty, I'm beautiful." And I laughed so hard, and my sister's sitting next to me, just like, what are you doing? And I'm just laughing, and I'm just like crying, and the people next to us with this little kid are like, what? And the girl goes, and hears girl from our car yell, "See, he is beautiful!" And I start laughing even harder.
Good. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm super. I've heard back and forth things, but for why I want to see the movie, I think it'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We did see, what have we seen this summer? We missed a lot of movies.
Yeah. It's been busy.
Well, it was the movies at the start of the summer, like we missed Warcraft and we missed the X-Men movie.
Mm-hmm.
But we did see Ghostbusters.
I still want to see that.
I liked it. He was sort of indifferent.
No, I liked it. It's a good. It has great action. It has good characters. Just like I have some issues with the writing and the editing, and I feel like the original had more jokes, so I was kind of expecting more funny.
It feels like a lot was cut out.
Oh yeah, that movie got chopped.
Yeah, but I still liked it.
I don't want to spoil it.
I just hope I can see the new one eventually.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to think. Okay, so you guys sell comics at conventions. How is it to like set up? Because like we never had anyone on the show who was like really a vendor at conventions. So how is it to like set up, and how is like the process?
Oh, chaos. Because our main thing that does sell is not the comics, sadly. The main thing that does sell are these stuffed cats I make. Do we have a stuffed cat?
Not with us. No, we didn't prepare to promote the cats.
I bet we could find one.
We'll find one. We can send you a link to the cats.
But, so we have this giant.
We're gonna see this cat they make.
So we have a giant boxy thing that we use to display all the cats, and then everything else is just kind of around that.
Yeah.
But we have a thing that allows us to stack up the books standing up. So that's nice. Nice little rack for that. And we have prints of our work behind us and in front of us.
Yeah,
We change depending on space.
the setup depends on like where we are, because some places it's multiple floors, some places you don't have elevators, some places where you load in is the exact opposite of where it's actually going. So it definitely helps if you've been to a convention before, but at this point we have it down to like 3 crates, and we have a thing that's just wheels that we put it all on and I'll push it in. So once go on.
Sorry. Nope. Do you say like just in-state, or do you go to different states for cons as well?
Different states too.
We've gone to Massachusetts, Pennsylvania. We've checked out Vermont, but we're hesitant to do cons with a certain cost, especially when we have to do hotels as well, because we want to make sure that we can do well enough there.
We might do New Jersey.
We're looking at some places in New Jersey. We're looking at Vermont. We're looking at Connecticut. So
what's the farthest you've ever gone for a con?
So far.
I think Central PA Comic Con's the furthest. That's like a 6-hour drive.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Central PA Comic Con. I think this next year it's in March, and it was a 3-day last year, but this year it's a 2-day. And everywhere we've gone, they've just gotten a bigger and bigger venue. It started out just this small hotel's ballroom, and then it was 2 ballrooms in a larger hotel. And the last time we were in there, they were basically in like, I don't know what it would be, but size-wise, it was the size of an air hangar.
It was almost like a warehouse.
Yeah, it was pretty much set up for that sort of thing, and it was, there's a lot more people. People come in from other states for it, so.
Oh, so PA, that's where the panel happens.
Yes, the second year of Central PA Comic Con is where the panel happens.
We have a panel story.
The panel. Are you going to tell my panel story?
No, you're going to tell your panel story.
Okay. So this was after we had shot the movie, and we had our trailer. And so we were talking to Central PA Comic Con, and we noticed that not all of their panel slots were full. So I said, hey, if you want, we can talk about how we made the movie, just in case there's any like amateur filmmakers there who want to talk to us. And they said yes, and they set us up with a room at a time. We don't realize till we get there that we are opposite the costume contest. And Central PA Comic Con, people go for the costume contest.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I presented my panel to literally one guy.
Oh no.
Yeah, at least I got one. At first there was no one there, and I'm just like, I'm kind of hurt. I really wanted
I've seen stuff like that happen at GeneraCon.
Yeah.
Where like you go to certain panels and like a small handful of people show up.
And once you're there,
I actually have done that before.
Yeah, that guy was there strictly at me.
Liz, you weren't around. But the first year I did my Pokemon panel, I literally did it at the same time as the cosplay contest at GeneraCon. Here's the funny thing. More people showed up to my panel than the actual costume contest. We were booked. Like there was no room to sit. People were standing, and I was like so shocked when I went on stage, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And people were like, "We missed the costume contest because we thought this would be more entertaining." And I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yay!
There's like over 100 people here. I thought there were only like 100 people at the con.
Yeah. Well, we also had an issue. I don't think when they promoted, they didn't say that we were going to talk about indie films.
No.
So, like.
They also had our name spelled wrong.
Well, yeah, that happens a lot.
Manticore.
That sucks.
They're dealing with like 200 different vendors. I'm not going to be all like, my name's important. They don't care. They cash their checks. They're fine.
Oh. Aw.
Go pick your battles.
I will fight it.
Choose your battles wisely.
Yeah. Someone says Manticore, fine. I know what they mean. You get upset.
I do.
You want all the credit.
Oh, I want to correct.
So you can get the credit.
Oh my god.
Okay, I have to ask you guys. I'm like, my mind just like died for a minute. Like, you know, in a cosplay, like, of your cosplay, like, have you ever given your character a big cosplay?
Yes. I hope
How
so.
have you reacted?
I would be so thrilled. I would force them to take a picture with me. And I would
Force them.
yes, I would demand, and I would
You
post it on
must
the
take a
web.
picture of me now.
I'd post on the web and tag.
Best friend for life.
I'd be so thrilled. They'd regret it, probably. They'd go from really excited to, oh god, now we have a stalker. I don't think they'd expect me to be that intense, and I would be.
Yeah. I like your comic, then I like you.
Yeah,
And
do
it's
that.
just it's a white
Friends
female.
forever.
Yeah.
It'd be probably. That's what I imagine.
Considering I do non sequiturs, if someone like dressed as one of my characters, it would be like that'd be dedication. Because they show up once. Well, the potato shows up. Someone shows up in a potato costume, yeah, I'm getting a photo of that.
I want someone to dress as the potato.
Yeah.
Hey, potato. Hey.
He's really the recurring.
Would you have eye puns?
What's that?
Would you have like eye puns?
Oh, they should be puns.
Yeah.
Always puns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yes.
Puns are the lowest form of humor, but they still count.
And they still make people laugh.
Yeah.
Or grown. Close enough.
Yeah. That's also enjoyable. You either make people laugh or you make them roll their eyes and go, ugh.
You're like, dad jokes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what.
Not just that.
Yes. I'm a master of dad jokes.
Yeah.
Well, you know, like, I come to you with jokes, but I present them like I'm starting a topic of conversation,
I hate
and then I
that.
hit you with the punchline.
I hate that.
Yeah.
It's like, it tricks me.
So you know I'm joking when I go, did you hear that? And that's a joke.
I think it's like a news article or something.
Yeah.
You jerk.
There's a girl that does that at work to me sometimes.
Terrible.
Sometimes, yeah.
Terrible. We use different tone for that, but we agree it's terrible.
Yet you're still smiling.
Yeah.
Aw.
So,
Yeah.
you guys want to tell us about your upcoming convention? Do you guys have any planned upcoming conventions?
Yes.
In September, we're doing RockCon in Rochester.
Mhm.
And in October, we have ChaseCon in Saratoga. And have we confirmed anything for next year yet?
No, we have a maybe for February.
All right.
But that's gonna
Are you guys going to try to go to NearCon next March?
possibly.
Possibly. We keep the big ones in...
You should be there.
We always keep the big ones in sight, but, like, with, you have to be really careful because we're admittedly a small outfit. Like people aren't going to those conventions to see us yet. So
I will. If you guys go to GenericCon, I will literally get someone to dress up as a potato for you guys. If you guys do, I will literally do that. We will convince someone to dress up as a potato.
we should go back to doing GenericCon.
I'd love to meet you guys at GenericCon.
Yeah. You did GenericCon for a number of years.
Yeah.
And I think conflicted with another convention.
No, it's just they kept shoving me in the basement.
No, last time it conflicted with another convention.
Oh, okay, that works. So I guess we.
I wasn't even going to mention that part because they might see this and then we
No,
so.
I guess I don't know if it would be a vendor or actually an August Alley anymore.
Well, that's always tough because we have our own artwork, but we also have our own merchandise. So. Do we go to Artist Alley and be artists with merch, or we go to merch as artists? Like,
yeah.
Not really good
I
spot.
swear each year with GenericCon, Artist Alley and the other place where you can shop just gets bigger and bigger every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they move it around.
Oh yeah, it gets bigger.
It was like in the
It's like
gym
a big shopping
this past
store.
year.
If you guys go to GenericCon, I'm going to announce on screen. I will find someone to cosplay the potato for you, and I will have them meet you as the potato. I will literally do this if you guys go to GenericCon.
We'll go to GenericCon then.
We'll try.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
I want this.
We're going to find someone to do a potato, most likely my sister. So, my sister who's watching this, you're going to cosplay a potato now.
We'll sign something.
We wanted to cosplay too, but that's hard as people behind the table.
Yeah.
Because we've talked about like
Why is it hard?
And we doing Juggernaut. Well, because we're like also trying to like sell stuff, and we have like a limited number of feet behind the table to move.
Have you ever considered like cosplaying as some of your own characters, if that's possible?
Big boobs everywhere.
Well, that's why I said if possible.
I don't know. There's a line like sometimes a guy in the band wears his band's T-shirt, and you're like, come on, dude. So I worry about being that guy.
You could dress as Dead Ray though.
I could dress Desiree. I just need a wig now. You could be the potato.
I don't want to be.
As long as you're dressing as a character, you could be the potato.
Potato.
No.
You could be Donna.
Okay, so one of my best friends commented on the site, because they're watching us now, and they said, I should have known when you said someone, you meant me, and they know it's going to be them. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm not going to torture my poor friend in the audience. It's going to be my sister.
Well, you want a backup too, so
Whatever I tell her.
nothing's off the table.
So I guess Nightshade, if Snow Queen doesn't agree to it, Nightshade, you're gonna have to cosplay the potato for me.
You can flip for it.
Yeah.
We're going to have Nightshade cosplay the potato, and I'm gonna laugh at American.
It shouldn't be that hard of a costume.
Yeah. Just with the round. Get like a pool floaty with like.
Why, dude? There's no way for that to be flattering.
No. Well, you don't want to put it past cosplay.
Oh god, sexy potato.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I've made that joke, so.
Sexy potato, no.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Or it's like OC. It's like it's potato crossed with Jessica Rabbit.
Wait, my first cosplay. Oh my gosh! My friend commented, "Oh great, my first cosplay. I'm gonna be a potato."
A sexy potato.
You gotta start somewhere. I'm gonna love it if they're going to convention with just potatoes.
Their army of potatoes.
3 potatoes. No one else can figure out what's going on. It's like, why is it just like a potato? What happened? Is this
there's
like a portal thing?
out there.
We should have something. We should have something we can like give away to anyone dressed as a potato.
Yeah.
Like a special prince or something.
Yeah. Or a discount. Dress as a potato,
Get a discount.
get $1 off, because that's worth being in a potato costume for 8 hours.
Dress as a potato, get a discount and a free potato.
Yeah, you know?
Just have a bag of potatoes.
Yeah. That's
Oh.
Yeah, we wouldn't get a reputation at conventions if we just started handing out potatoes.
These are the guys that hand out potatoes.
Those are big, fleshy potatoes.
You should.
Just from.
I buy one.
If you make a plushy potato, I'm totally gonna get one from you. We are going to contact you about making me and Gus want plushy potatoes now.
You were all here for the inception of the idea. We'll have plushy potatoes at least by next year at Con. Making promises.
I'm gonna make a fleshy potato with little cat ears.
Aww.
Oh, can I have one of the cat ears?
I'm totally gonna do it.
Oh my god!
I want dibs.
I'm gonna do it.
You should do a special edition for them with cat
We
ears.
both love them.
I'll get a Necco potato.
Yes.
No,
I
I
did it too. We're calling this on these potatoes. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry,
yes.
What were you thinking? Like, if you make these and you
But I
sell them,
shop from
what's gonna be the price?
We
So
missed
it's
the
not
last
the potato. My sister's gonna be the potato.
Cool.
There wouldn't be much to a
My
potato.
sister's gonna be the potato cosplay.
We just don't want it to be a
Get brown fabric and stuffing. You put it in a ball.
Yeah, sort of.
It has to be bumpy.
Squish it up.
I don't think these would be that expensive. Like,
Well, no.
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 I wouldn't make people pay very much for the potatoes.
Well, the cats we sell for $5.
That's true.
So none of our merchandise is that expensive.
Like, how much do your cats sell for?
The itty bitty ones can be like little. They're like $5, and then there's 10, and then there's 15, and then there's 20. They get
Huge.
They get big.
Yeah.
So, like, would the potatoes be like something similar to that?
I missed the question.
Would the potatoes like have a similar price to the cat?
Yeah.
I don't know how many sizes of potato I'm gonna make though. Probably just like.
We'll do a trial run.
Just the one.
We'll make a batch of potatoes. We'll see what happens, and go from there. Yeah.
And we can set them up on the
I
table.
got faith in you.
Oh, definitely.
Dude, you buy a book, you get like the potato for half off.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ah. Where's the cat?
How much are the books?
The cats are with our con storage. We're not getting the cats right now.
Boo. Boo. Where's the sandworm?
Don't boo. Here's what we do, because this time we're talking about the comic. Next time we're going to be on the cat.
They asked how much the book is.
We have an entire show about cats and potatoes.
Yep.
Man, I want to see that happen. So,
Well, your book is color. So your book is 20. Yeah. Your book's also longer than mine. That's why mine's 15. And you can get them from their websites, unmedicatedcomic.com and rowyngold.com/Donna.
Tell the sandworm.
She wants to show off her sewing skills, so this is a sandworm. Keep passing the sandworm so they can get a sense.
Hi, sandworm.
It's forever.
It keeps going and going.
Keep going. That's.
whoa.
Okay. Go back.
You break it back?
Go back.
Oh,
Okay.
we've gone too far.
Okay.
We've gone too far in a few places.
Punch the hit.
Okay, okay.
We're going to be kind of because we want the first potatoes with cat ears on them. We want first of them.
We'll be sure to offer them to you first of all.
Yes.
Should it just be you and Sam.
We're gonna, like,
for the rest of the
contact
podcast?
I made him in 3 days.
Oh, wow.
It was after a
Good
car
job.
accident, so I was really, really bored. Because I was like bedridden, but I had fabric.
We both did that with projects. There was the time that I was between jobs and I made a chainmail shirt because it was something to do.
It's true. True. He did make a chainmail shirt.
You know, it's something to do.
Okay, so this is the time of the show in which you guys can have the next few minutes to talk about whatever you guys want. You advertise whatever you guys want to. You guys have the next few minutes before I go into ending announcements.
Patreon.
Yes, we launched our Patreon campaign today. It's at patreon.com/teammanticore, no spaces. And If you would be so kind, you can support both of our comics so we can continue doing that and bring you all the other fun projects we want to do, like stuffed potatoes with cat ears and video games and all the other creative stuff that we'd love to do, but we just don't have the money and time currently.
And you'll get behind-the-scenes stuff, with sketches, and better priced commissions, all kinds of things.
Uh-huh. You'll be able to see how we draw things, the differences between our two styles. Yeah, stuff, lots of stuff. And we have more we want to offer, but we're still figuring out how that's going to be done. So the tiers as they exist now will only get better.
Like coupons and stuff.
We're trying to figure out a way to give certain tiers like a coupon.
Yeah.
We have to make sure it works across all our stores because we have stuff on Redbubble, we have stuff on Etsy, we have a lot of stuff. So go to teammanticore.com to get updates on any of our stuff.
So don't forget to announce the winner of that contest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have it right here. I have it right here, guys. I have it right here.
Should we do a drum roll?
I wrote it right, and I did so many with my final and everything, so I don't know time about it. And the winner of the $10 gift card goes to actually Gliss. I'm not kidding. I literally, it was randomized. I typed it in the computer program, and Gliss won. So I owe you anything you want, Gliss, for a gift card.
Sweet.
It just happened. I did it earlier this morning, before even asking to be online, so there's nothing related to it. I guess you're just like really lucky to be online and have this happen.
We can talk about this more when we meet up.
I'll have it for you in time for time.
Alright.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, now into all my lovely, wonderful announcements I have to do for the next minute or two because I have to announce a bunch of stuff. Alright, first off, upcoming conventions, me and Papa Bruce will be doing a show next week. I'm not sure the guest is. I need to check the guest database on my computer whenever it wants to load for me. But next week, we will also be vlogging because me and Papa Bruce will finally be at a convention together. We will be at Pandemic Con together. So we're so excited! Also, week afterwards, Gliss is talking about a bit, we'll be doing Camp Anime as well. We're going to be running into Dark Elsa there. So it's going to be a lot of fun because Dark Elsa actually used to originally run it with me. So we're going to see her. We're going to interview her for our vlog. And yeah, that's all. I'm trying to think what else I have to talk about. Because usually probably the t-shirts design have finally been created. We're debating how we're going to sell them, but we should have official Metanoia Reports t-shirts should be up pretty soon. We're debating if we want to do Etsy or we want to possibly do something else. But we will keep you guys updated. I want to have the t-shirts done by the end of summer. I'm just figuring out the final cost for them and how much it's going to be in general, because they're kind of expensive. Yeah. We're going to have official t-shirts for us. Yeah. And I think that's really all. If anyone wants to be a guest on the show, they're more than welcome to. They should probably contact me through email. And if anyone has guest recommendations, let me know as well. And my volume's acting up like a weirdo.
Just for something fun, since we've been asking you questions, what if you ask us each one question? What?
What?
Do you guys have any last minute things you guys want to say? Either of you two.
Anything you want to ask us?
I don't know if we have any questions, but definitely thank you for having us on, and it was really fun.
No problem. You haven't guys you guys on again. Definitely when you guys are definitely for the movie or maybe the plush. We'll have to talk to you about being online again for that maybe when the movie's released.
Whenever we have a project, we'll email you and see if that's live.
That'd be awesome. And Gliss, do you want to say anything? Because you were such an amazing person to come in here and play co-host for me tonight.
Yeah.
Just want to say thank you for letting me co-host. That was this is a new experience for me, so it was fun. And I hope to, if you let me, to do it again in the future.
Having you
You did good.
on as a co-host. You really definitely pulled your weight when I had a technical issue, so definitely I can have you on again. Definitely. But for now, bye everyone!
Bye.
Bye.
Bye viewers, people-ish.